There we are. Let's see what we got here. Well, hello there. How are you? What is new and wonderful, Diane? I don't understand why my camera won't stay the right way. Stupid camera. All right. Well, hello, Casey. What did you injure? You're not supposed to do that. It sounds like less than fun. Can't say that what I'm doing right now is very exciting. I'm just gluing bits of hair to a brush. And I'm definitely using the wrong glue. But I'm not changing right now because at least I'm sitting. Oh my. That does not sound good. Did you need stitches? That's the question. I got this one. I don't know how, but it looks newish, and it happened this morning, but I don't even know how I got it. Yikes. Okay, I'm going to put another little piece right there. Oh, yep. Actually, I think I heard about that. Like, is there rumors going around all over about your injury? I don't know what to make. I might have heard it in a side conversation, maybe. But I remember thinking about how that happened to my daughter with her toes. I told her not to run in the house, but she didn't listen, and she ran too close to the couch and caught a toe on the leg of the couch. Ugh, yuck. Gross. Well, I hope you're feeling better soon. Because, crafting is fun. Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought. That's what I thought. I mean, I bet that's where it was, but that's what I thought. It must have been mentioned somewhere because all of a sudden it's ringing bells for me. I probably just heard it when I was doing other stuff and didn't realize that it was you, Diane. Is it okay to call you Di? I should ask permission. Or maybe I should just call you Messy for short. Okay. Yikes. What a mess. What a mess, what a mess, what a really big mess. Oh, there we go. I like those two right there. Don't move. All right, now what? Now, I think I should glue those two curls down before I forget where I wanted them. That's what I think. Ah! Don't get glue on her face. Yucky poo. Well, hello, Becky. Thank you. All right, you do the swap partners and watch, and then when you're done with your work, come on and tell me how I put all the curls in the wrong places. That's my biggest fear right now, is that I'm going to get so far and go, oh, I did it all wrong. Oh, that's a cute curl. I think this one's going to have to go right here. And I should have been using hot glue for this too. I know I heard people talking, what are you using for this project? And hot glue guns were used quite a bit. I have not pulled my glue gun out in years. I have no idea where it even is. It would be easier than sitting here holding the things in place till the glue dries, wouldn't it? Gosh, ridiculous. You know what I was using though? I was using UV acrylic or resin and putting the lamp over it. That was working pretty slick, but now I don't want the shiny, and it would be too risky right now. I did a lot of resining my fingers together though. I gotta try to fix this camera. Oh, wait. There we go. Oh, the camera's fine. Never mind. It's YouTube that's the problem. There we go. All right. Back to hair placement. I think that piece is too big. Unless, wait a minute. You should resin your cut. I mean, doctors super glue, but you know what? That's why they couldn't put stitches on your finger or between her toes, because once you move it, it just, maybe that's not a good idea. It'll just pull real back open. It'll start bleeding. It'll make a big, terrible mess. Sorry, Di. You can't do that. How about if I put another curly Q right there, I think. That's kind of cute. I'm going to do that. And then I'm going to push all this stuff down in place. And I might pull out the resin. I might pull out the resin. Okay, let's see if we can put, where is it? I don't know what I did with it, but I could put this under there and coming out the side. Here, hang on. Are you doing any crafting, Casey? Do you want to come on and do some live crafting too? That way? That way? How about no, Suni? No, Suni, there's no room for you, honey. Excuse me, cat. I don't know where you think you're going. No, don't mind me. I'm just trying to get some work done and, have dinner and stuff. Actually, I think that's kind of cute too. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to put this curl under there. This one fell and I don't want it down there. There we go. Ow, ow, Malik. Oh, good grief. Hey, mister. No. Buddy. Okay, hang on a sec, folks. Apparently he thinks you should lay down right here. Come here, baby cakes. Come here. Go over there. There you go. Okay. All right. He sat right on my paintbrush. Little rat Fink. Pay attention to me and only me, Mama. Oh, good grief. All right. Oh, a helping paw. Yep. Oh, maybe Casey has skedaddled. All right. I think I am going to resin this stuff. This is just taking way too long. Let's move all the curls to one side. And I'll bring the UV light right here. And I will resin her hair into place. Makes perfect sense to me. So if I squoosh it, if I properly squoosh and hold it in the light, it should hold nice. I have no idea where it would even be. I don't have a clue. But this particular project certainly would have benefited from a hot glue gun. There we go. And I'll do a little on this side as well. Especially for this piece that I want kind of on her face because it keeps falling. It keeps falling away. There we go. right. Next. I do have gel medium too. That was taking too long too. I should have, the glue gun would have worked. I did have a viewer say, tell me it's not so. You're using resin in the house and no gloves. Well, this is the in-the-house kind, but I definitely should be having gloves. But yeah, I'm not much for that behaving thing. Never have been. Apparently, I'd much rather resin my fingers together. Keeps things interesting. There we go. Well, it's not doing much for the curls up here. Let go. Do it again. I have never done anything like this. I've never done a assemblage or a painted or altered paintbrush or painted alter brush, whichever. But I'm watching all the people who are doing the How Do You Do project and all the different things people are doing for their altered paintbrush project, and it's turning out fabulous, I must say. Like, just the creativity it's sparking is just too much fun. I did ask in one of my videos, so I'll ask you guys watching right now. Can you tell yet where I'm going with this? And do you know where the inspiration might have come from? So I actually went on a very long journey on this project already, because this isn't what I was going to do at all. It's not even sort of what I was going to do when I first started thinking about it. And then, you know, projects often get a life of their own. And I went down a rabbit hole or 5. And this is where I ended up. But it did end up having a specific inspiration in the end. So if you have any guesses about what that might be. Pluck all it. This girl's hair is out of control. Oh, hi, Patty. I'm doing my altered paintbrush. Hi, Fred. Nice to see you. Oh, yeah. Everybody meet Michael. Michael, meet Patty and Diane and everybody. Anybody else who might say hi. And that this is my friend and I call him Fred. So yeah, this is my assemblage project. It is not what I expected to do at all, and it is nothing I have ever done before. And it has miles and miles to go before it's done. So please don't judge it too harshly yet. I promise it should get better. You know, fingers crossed and all that. And I was going to go record a video, but then I decided at the last second, I was watching Patty Lang at Sacred Mementos just minutes ago, and I decided I don't want to record. I think I'll go live and see if anybody comes to visit and keep me company. And sure enough, a couple of you folks did just that. I like that. Okay, we'll stick that one under there. I need some more pin curls across her forehead. But these hairbrush bristles are not the greatest source for doll hair. I just want you to know. In case you ever think that you should turn a paintbrush into a doll head, bristles are not the best choice. Oh, yeah, sure enough, here you are. I gotta love it. You never know who might pop in. Like, I don't get to see Fred nearly often enough because he's always busy working. All right, I'm gonna do a little in there and what have you. Okay. All I know is that with all of the resin I'm using to hold this thing together, it's probably never, ever, ever, ever gonna come apart. Oh, I know, my dinner's sitting behind me. Maybe I'll stop and eat it, but I don't want it anymore. Forage away, Patty. So, Michael, what are you up to these days? What's new and wonderful? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Oh my gosh. Yes, still the same song. All right. You done yet? Come on. Oh, you're back, Casey. I don't know where you went, but I did offer if you want to come on and join me. If you wanted to do some live crafting. Patty went off to forage a bit. Hopefully only in the kitchen, but you know, maybe she forages far, far away. Okay, right there. Right there. Oh, gotcha. Oh, yeah, you couldn't. All right. Well, if you want to come on, I can try to remember how to do this. Oh, crud muffins. Okay, Casey, I'm going to send you this link in case you want to come in. Whatever you wish. And now I invited Lindy because her and I are supposed to chat. And yeah, I sent you the link. I also sent it to Lindy because her and I are supposed to talk. We have had problems catching up. Okay, there. All right. Now what do I want to do? A bunch of the curls are vaguely in place. I don't like what that one's doing to that one. Tuck under. There we go. There's a somebody.
Hello.
Hey there.
I was going to say, you didn't need to send me the link. I can just pop in. Remember, you have me as your member on your.
Oh, that's true, isn't it? What do I know? What do I know,
Casey? So I can just pop in.
You can. Whenever you feel like it, even. No one else has to be home. Whatever.
I was like, wait a minute. I can hop in.
I don't know,
just
Casey.
hop in
I'm
and say
just so
surprise.
Oh, you could. You know what you need to do? You need to pop in and say, boo.
And then immediately leave.
Right.
And then you'd be like, what was that?
I think I've been Casey'd. It'll be a new thing. Oh, we can start a trend. A new version of ghosting. I like this version better. Much more friendly.
This one sounds more exhilarating.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. All right, we'll have to see what happens if Lindy pops in or not. I don't even know when she sent me that message, so I didn't even look.
Was it via Messenger? You can see the timestamp on it.
Yeah, I could look. Let's see. At 7:47. Ooh, it's a big plane. Yeah, it was a while ago, so who knows?
7:47 this evening or this morning?
This evening.
Oh,
So no,
that's not terrible.
No, but she could have moved on since then. For sure.
Fair.
So if she gets that message, they might pop in and we have some things to talk about.
Oh.
Those cradles, for one. Look, I have all three of them now. So I have this one where you put the stuff over the V and then put a bigger one on top. And then I have the one I showed you where you put the signature in the V and then put this smaller one on top. And then I have this one. Just giant one. I think this is going to be the winner because it's super sturdy and it's extra long for, great big stuff. And
I think that one would be perfect for if you end up using an old ledger cover.
Oh, yeah, it would.
Or a journal.
Yeah, for sure.
Where the one just before would be your traditional journal size.
Yep. we could even make more than one because some people aren't going to need or want that giant one. But It is very nice.
Yeah, I personally like the second option because I don't have too many papers that are big enough to put in a ledger. I would have to stagger out the pages to do a ledger size journal.
So
I have covers to do it. I just need to get my brain to process how I want to put it together.
Oh, yeah.
Outside of reusing ledger paper, because obviously the ledger paper is going to be the perfect size for the ledger size cover. But I want to be able to fit other types of paper in there, but most of them are too small.
I think that the big one is probably going to be my favorite because I like room to wiggle around
Yeah.
and to stagger my stuff. So I don't know for sure that it will be my favorite because I haven't done the actual testing, but it's my guess. So I have that, and then Lindy asked for a whole set of those books, the binding spacers.
Oh yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
but she wanted them in imperial rather than metric. Hi, Diane.
Oh, okay. Fun, Diane. So I just had the printer guy return my printer. Yay!
Yeah, that must be good.
All right, you can finish printing all your Viking kits.
I was just gonna say, now, Diane, where's my Viking kit? Oh, the sad thing is I can't print on cardstock. My printer's broken. Yeah. Oh, here's it gonna come as a big shock to everybody. Guess why my printer's broken? Oh, because a cat jumped on it. Oh, there's a big.
Oh wow, what a turd!
I know. So it won't feed paper out. It won't feed paper on the rear feed anymore. So the printer works enough to print stuff. I just can't do cardstock or fancy bits, And if I do the Viking stuff, I'm gonna want some of those.
So, Patty, when it comes to doing,
hi, Patty.
When it comes to doing the a ledger size journal, like having the right size paper for a ledger size journal. Hello, Patty Crane. Hello, Debbie Kip.
Hello, Debbie Kip.
I think Patty Lang went to forage for more people to join. I think that's what she actually went foraging for.
It wasn't dinner after all. Okay, so actually, I should have talked about Patty too. So Lindy asked for the whole set of imperial rather than metric, and then Patty asked for a metric set plus a half-inch one. And I said to Patty, would you like it if I just did you a whole set of imperial? And she said yes. So guess what I'm doing? I am learning how to create art for 3D printing. I didn't know I was going to do that, but I am. So I did a practice one. I did a practice one. Oh, hi, Adria. And it worked. I made a spacer. I made it at the 1/2 inch. I took I sent the file to my son upstairs and he printed it and it came out perfect. And I'm like, oh, I learned it. I learned a new trick. It was exciting. Can you tell? I'm a little hyper over it.
Swamping, right? Make a hinge 1 inch strip scored down the center and page side.
Some of you might not have seen the whole kit of stuff that we got for our paintbrush project, but these little beads that I'm pulling out right now were part of the project. And the things that made my lady's hair were part of the project. This is 3D printer poop. They look like this usually. And we had to figure out a way to use, well, my challenge to the group was to figure out a way to use as much as possible. So, Casey, did you end up using everything?
Not quite yet. It's not done yet.
Oh, it's not done.
No, it's not done yet.
I think I'm going to end up using everything. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
So there's a couple of things I haven't figured out what to do with them or where to put them.
Yeah. I got the base started for the paintbrushes, but I need to get some more texture stuff down that I'm wanting to do. Plus, I'm wanting to figure out like what colors I'm exactly wanting to try out on the paintbrush themselves. Because the background and everything, the baseboard it's all going on is darn near done. It's pretty much ready to go.
It is so cool looking.
Oh yeah. It's specifically the paintbrushes themselves. I'm just like, okay, now where do I want this to go?
Oh, that's why they call it a challenge, right? I have been impressed with how many different things people are doing. And I was also impressed with some of the enthusiasm.
Oh yeah.
It really sparked a lot of energy, this particular project. A lot of energy and a lot of excitement.
Yes, it did. I have several paintbrushes and I'm trying to decide what I want to do with them. Altered, yes, but can't decide how or what yet. Yep.
Oh yeah. Yep. Well,
it's thinking of a concept specifically for the brushes themselves that I think is where I'm currently struggling with. But like I know general what I'm going to do with it. Just it's not 100% clear though.
Debbie, I know there's a bunch of there is a ton of inspiration out there to look for ideas, but you can look at my How Do You Do group as well. So hashtag How Do You Do Art, right? Because the people who participated in this came up with a variety of stuff, you know?
Oh yeah, one of the gals, she is using her brushes in multiple ways. She started with gel printing with them.
Yeah, using them as like a stamp. That was cool.
Yeah, I use him as a texture plate of sorts. So this is where mine's heading so far. Those of you who haven't seen yet. One moment.
Malik, I don't know what you want, honey. I'm not getting up right now. Look how cool that is. I love all the textures you have in that background. Is this going to be a journal cover or a wall hanging or what?
It's probably just going to be a just a panel to hang up or something.
Ow. Yeah, I hear you, Debbie. I know one lady turned hers into a whole family of trees, and I have a thing for trees, so that one's got my interest.
It is on a an old minute book cover. Here, I have the front of it here. So this is, besides this here, this is essentially what it looked like before I altered it. So the back of the cover just didn't have this part on it and didn't have a number there. And that, so if I wanted to, I could turn it into a journal and just use this as the back cover instead. But yeah. But I try to keep some of the natural tones that were already in it and try not to alter the color too terribly much. Yeah. I specifically went for creepy with mine. So, yeah. So,
Some of the
and
dolls were
when I'm
creepier
trying
than
to
others.
say what?
Some of the dolls were definitely creepier than others
Oh
and
yeah,
sort of automatically lent themselves to that.
yeah. Thank you, Becky. Right. Oh, okay, Adria.
Well,
Oh,
well.
that would be fun, Diane. I would make that into an open close sign for my studio door. That would be fun.
Oh, that would be cool. That's a good idea.
Yeah, but yeah, I kind of just played with the creepy vibe the doll gave to begin with. I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna just roll with this. And so far, I'm not disappointed. Like, it's definitely going a very fun direction.
Yep, I like it. I like it a lot. You're doing great.
Now, whether I get it done in time, I'm not exactly sure because I still have yet to finish some things for retreat. I still got to finish 2 full journal pages, and I have to do a cover for one of the retreat journals.
There is no real in time though, Casey. You're fine.
Okay.
You
Okay.
are just fine. Remember, I told you I want everything about this group to be casual as can be. If you want to stay in the vein of the project, then when you get home, if you didn't finish it, then when you get home, you go, okay, now how do you get your brain back into art?
Right.
Because that's really what it's all about is how do our brains work?
Yeah. Well, and I think one thing that will be a challenge is coming back from retreat and being able to do that because yes, the retreat is specifically for creating and everything, but what I noticed last year is after I got back, I kind of fell into a slump and my mind was just elsewhere.
I've
Like,
heard
not
that from
exactly
other
sure
people.
where it was, but it was just like elsewhere. It took me a while to reacclimate back to my regular day to day stuff.
I have heard that from other people who have gone to retreats and such. I think it's just that when you're in that mode for so long and then you turn it off.
Yeah. I think it's almost, in a way, it's kind of like a jet lag type thing.
Yeah.
A creator's jet lag or something. Oh no, I cut it off. I don't want to cut it off. Oh, there's still more. Hello, Lindy. I found Lindy.
Well, hello, Lindy. How are you? Lindy, I was just a few minutes ago was talking about your request for bookbinding spacers in imperial measurements. And I was just telling everybody that I'm learning how to make the patterns for the 3D printer. STL files or whatever. So 3D graphics. So I'm on it. I'm making you guys the imperial stuff. Who says you can't teach old dogs? Ha, take that.
Oh, gotcha, Diane. Yeah, I guess that's kind of what it is.
Okay, I like that. And now I have crowded her face too much. I'm going to have to comb her hair. Listen, little girl, get yourself under control here.
All girls like, look who's talking.
Oh.
You made me like this.
Yeah.
Look what you did to me.
Oh. Yeah, well, I mean, it might be a little bit of projection if you're gonna say her hair is out of control, because this is kind of what mine always looks like. Always. What do you do with all those curls? I mean, just dump them on the top of your head and try to maintain them. Oy. All right, so I'm going to have to fix her hair, and I'm going to have to fix this a little bit, fluff it up a bit, or it's just going to get lost. But I think that's going to work.
Adria is asking if it's a self-portrait.
I mean, it wasn't supposed to be, but isn't there always a little bit of self-projection in art? Huh. I was blonde when I was little. I had like white hair when I was a little kid.
Yeah.
So maybe. Yeah, white, blonde, white. When I was a baby, my hair was sort of translucent. So it looked pink because of the pink in your skin.
Yay, Kip. Thank you.
What? Wait. Grayer? You're too young for gray hair, Fred. Oh, the Casey project is almost done. Debbie, that's awesome. Fred, you are way too young for gray hair. Just stop that. And what are the chances of you moving to Minnesota? I mean, last time I heard from you, you were like, we might be coming up that way. It's very, very nice here. I promise.
Did she make a good selling point?
Did I make a good selling point?
Yeah.
That it's really nice here, I promise. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure it is. No, it really is, actually.
No, it really is.
Casey, you're not helping.
Oh, I'm supposed to be helping. Okay.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, you could actually, Lockheed is just like a couple towns over. Yeah. 'Tis not far from where I live, so you could totally work at Lockheed in Minnesota. I can't wait till you graduate. I've been ready for your graduation for years now. It's been a long time coming and a lot of work, huh, Fred? I'm sorry, Mr. Fred, but I can't picture you with gray hair because it's one of those things, like when you're older, you always see people younger as always young. My poor son is what, 43, 42 this year? I don't know how old my kid is, but he's still my kid.
See, I started within the last like couple of years, started getting like a little gray in my beard.
Oh, goodness sakes.
Yeah. Well, originally it started before I left Pepper Jacks, but it was just a few here and there. But it was like I sincerely believe like it was because I was dealing with a bunch of stress at the time with the pandemic and all that.
Stress will do it. That is 100% real.
And
So
then
good.
it's
Me, sir.
disappeared for a while. And then like it started coming back. I'm just like, okay, what's stressing me out now?
Oh,
Or who?
I've
Because
been getting
back
I've
at
been
Pepper
getting
Jacks, it was who?
Oh, yeah. I've been getting gray for a little while now, but it doesn't seem very aggressive. But the ones that do come in are that really pretty silver kind, that kind of shimmery silver. So I'm happy with that so far. If I'm gonna go all gray, I don't want it to be that dirty, dishy kind, you know?
Yeah.
I hope it's the dark silvery or the bright silvery, and so far it's the bright silvery. Ow. Excuse
Well,
me.
isn't it usually like bright silver? Like if majority of the time you were a redhead in your youth?
I don't know, but I do have quite a bit of red naturally in my hair. So that could be, I mean, that's completely anecdotal, but it could be true. It could be. All right, I'm just going to glue this down and put the gems in because I keep changing it over and over and over. And I have a feeling I could do that till the cows come home and just never get anywhere. So here we go. I'm making some commitments. This girl's hairdo is finalized, except for this one curl that will not behave.
It's time to break out the hairspray.
I know, right? Get up there. There. Okay, I'm going to heat this one part. And then I'll get the gems on. Okay, it's time to cut your hair. Maybe just a trim, Fred. Just those split ends. Lindy and Debbie found first grays really, really young. Does that mean you guys are completely gray now, or is it like a slow thing? And Adria thought Lockheed was only in Georgia. I didn't know it was in Georgia at all. Fred is there, but that's in Florida. And I know Lockheed is up here as well. My husband does not work for Lockheed, but he works for a company who does work for Lockheed. So adjacent. And so I knew they were here too in Minnesota. I have a feeling they're kind of all over. Oh my goodness. Yep. I hear you. Oh, but you go to have your hair done by like professionals every 6 weeks. Then you get to pick a good color and stay that way, Debbie. Me, nope. I use it from a box. I use it whatever I find. And sometimes I would do really weird colors.
I miss doing fun colors so much.
There is only one weird or crazy color hairdo that I want still. That I would,
Yeah.
but I don't really have the money to do it because my hair would have to be completely bleached, I think. And then it's done in a whole bunch of different colors, but it's called an oil slick. I want oil slick hair.
I
It
think I've
looks
seen that
so
one
amazing.
before. Yeah, it's super fun, but yeah, it's a whole process.
It is. It's a really big deal. But if something happened and I could do it, I would totally do that just because to have it one time would be amazing. And
Yeah,
my hair is naturally curly, so to see all those curls and rainbows of colors would be a hoot.
right.
Di's making casserole. Come back when you're done. Tell us what kind.
Lindy is Auburn still to this day. Kip touches her hair up herself every 3 weeks and go to her stylist every 6 weeks.
That makes sense.
Her hair grows really fast, so.
Oh,
Nice dark brown, almost black, but I have youth pics that show my hair was once blonde and red and every color along the way on that. Oh wow.
enchiladas are definitely a casserole. Absolutely. And
If they end up in a Pyrex dish, yes, it's a casserole.
exactly. And Debbie Kip, your hair is actually a lot like mine. Like I was blonde, white blonde as a kid. I darkened throughout my whole life. It's a dark brown now. I don't think as black as or as dark as yours because it's not almost black. It's distinctly dark brown. And it's basically red or auburn, strawberry blonde when I was little, right? Or auburn every summer if I get out in the sun enough. I don't actually leave my house often enough for that to happen anymore. Like, you know. Oh, then there's that thing where I'm allergic to the sun. So, you know.
Patty
Silliness.
said she thinks she's earned every single gray hair she has, so she's just going to keep them.
There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing. I was going to do that too. I wasn't going to dye my hair anymore, but I just have too much fun with it. So I'm like, well, as long as I'm having fun, just keep doing it for a while. Whatever.
I would keep doing my hair if it wasn't restricted at Hobby Lobby.
Like colors, like which colors or coloring at all?
Anything that's not considered a natural hair color is prohibited.
Oh, okay. Well, that doesn't give you like much fun, right?
No. And their initial concern was for some of the conservative ladies that come through or whatever. And when I did have my hair blue, they were actually the ones that complimented the most and actually had their hairs colored. So I'm just like, yep, see, your policy is out of date.
I always think it's really funny when people assume things based on age, because every single kind of person ages. And you know what? They don't all of a sudden change what kind of person they are. So if they were artistic and out there and whatever all along, they're still gonna be.
Yeah.
So that does not surprise me one little bit. All right, what do I think of those colors? I kind of like it. I don't want to. I don't like.
find an old picture of me with my blue hair.
You're not supposed to be blue hair until you're really, really old. Oh. All right. How about if I go rainbowy? If I go rainbowy, it would be like that.
So there's me and my blue hair.
Oh, look at you. Oh, bright blue even. Lindy, did you see my invite to you? You can come in here if you want. Actually, any of you can. If anybody's crafting and wants to join us, tell me. But yeah, I already did tell you. I'm making your. Oh, Lindy, here's the other thing I wanted to tell you. The punch cradle. I have 3 of them. I've tested this one already, and I have 2 more, and I'm going to test all 3 cradles. And then I will show you what they are and tell you what I thought, and then we're going to decide on a cradle. So we'll have the punch cradle and the empirical. It's not right. The American style dividers.
Imperial?
Is it imperial? Okay. You ever have one of those?
So I don't know.
A word all of a sudden sounds really weird. American measurements, whatever that is, I guess.
Whatever the American.
Yeah, because everything just went really weird in my head for a second there. But yeah.
I'm trying to find the picture of what I was initially going for. If I can find it. Okay, so this is what I was initially going for.
You were going for gray?
No, it's not coming across. It's kind of a platinum blonde with a hint of like blue in it. Let me see if I can.
I think you'd really look good if your hair was midnight blue.
Can you kind of see the blue tones in it?
Yeah, I can.
Yeah, so that's what I was going for. But then it ended up the way I just showed you.
Oh, okay, that's not right.
Yeah.
So who got it wrong? You or someone else?
The hairstylist.
Oh, no.
I still loved it. Like, don't get me wrong, I loved the way it turned out.
Yeah, but that's...
But she did more of a blue with silver tones instead of a silver with blue tones.
That was just not done properly.
Yeah. But I mean, to her credit though, she did very well for not specifically being a
good night, Lindy.
Fashion color person. She does hair color, but she doesn't do fashion color, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So if I want to do more natural colors, like as I'm allowed at work, then like it'd be fine. But for abstract like fashion colors like that, no. But she did recommend some other people who in Lincoln who are more well versed in fashion colors. So if I ever get the opportunity to try it again.
I'm telling you, Casey, midnight blue is the color for you.
Yeah.
I'm starting a petition for...
See, Adria, I've been wanting to try that one. Platinum with lavender silver undertones. I've been wanting to try that one. I saw that on a gentleman who came through. What was it, like last year? And he has the exact same complexion and facial structure and everything. It's like, I like that. I could pull that off. I'm not allowed to pull that off.
I mean, look what Debbie just said. Blue is a natural color for birds, so you can totally do blue.
Yeah. Well, I felt like that, like blue. I loved the blue I had, and I felt like it fit my personality very, very well. So, yeah. So that's why I liked it. Like, I did not have a problem with that at all.
I'm glad you didn't have a problem with it. I just hate that you were looking for something and paid for something, and it's definitely not what you got, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, but like I said, I wasn't too worried about it because I'm just like, well, I still like it. I can still work with it. It's still me. It still fits my personality and everything. I have no problem with it.
That's very sweet. I almost never have a problem with what happens to my hair just because it grows.
Yeah.
I don't like it, it'll change. When I do go have my hair done, I go have mine done at a school that's right close to my house. So I get it done really cheap by the students. So there's always a chance it's just not going to be anything like what I wanted. But it's fun to let them learn, and it's fun to save money, and it's fun to it's just fun. So I go do that every once in a while.
Oh yeah, Adria. Okay, you send your person in Nebraska, and I'll have them do it for me. And I won't even ask work for permission to do it or anything. I'll just have it done. If they can do it right, I'm just going to do it. I don't even care. Well, and the thing is, when I had it done last time, we had two corporate heads come through, and they talked to my store manager at the time and asked about it. And my store manager actually stuck up for me. He's like, honestly, the older folks that corporate's so worried about are the ones that actually compliment him the most. He gets more compliments from older people and just everyone all around in regards to his hair. So I personally don't think there's an issue. Like, he actually told that to the corporate heads that came through.
That was also nice.
Yeah. Because initially I had asked permission, but when I asked permission, it was for the specific intent of the sample I showed. And then it turned out to be a little bit more outrageous. Well, not outrageous, but a bolder than I anticipated.
They're not an art store anymore, though, Adria. It's sad. There's only one real art store left, right? Michael's? And Michael's doesn't have fabric, so that's a bummer.
They do.
Michael's has fabric?
Yep. At least our South store does. They started carrying it like a couple months ago.
I was going to say the minute Joann's went out of business. I'm going to go look.
It was a little bit before Joann's even made the announcement, but it's only one of the locations currently that sells fabric by the yard, and it's like limited to yard increments. You can't do half yard, quarter yard, eighth yard, anything like that. If you want fabric, it has to be in yardage.
All right. Well, it's something, I guess.
Yeah. The one closest to Hobby Lobby our Hobby Lobby, anyways, hasn't started doing fabric yet. I think they sell fat quarters and stuff like that, but they haven't started cutting fabric yet.
The Hobby Lobby by my house has always sold fabric, but
Yeah.
I don't like it at all. I don't like their selection. I'm not sure why, but they just, I mean, it's
Well,
not as big for the first in the first place. It's not as big as Joanne was.
okay. So the way it's been iterated to me, and it makes sense. Hobby Lobby is a craft store that happens to have a fabric department, where
Yeah.
Joann's is a fabric store that happens to have craft supplies.
Oh, Dick Blick. Yeah. I forgot about them. I don't even know if we have those here anymore. And Adria says that her Michaels offered any cut. So maybe that's a developing thing.
Oh, maybe. Maybe it's something that our location is specifically working on its popularity to see how well it does in our district. Maybe.
Yeah, I'll have to go check out my Michael's store. It's been a while since I've been in there, so
Yeah.
I didn't even know. But I'm gonna go find out. All right, I think I'm gonna stop playing with hair and gems because I do not like where this is headed at all. This is not what I intended, and I am quite unhappy. And I will have to figure out how to fix it. So I'm gonna move on to something else. Like the drama part.
Now, see, we have a Dick Blick or whatever up in Omaha. We don't have one in Lincoln, though. And I've been into the one in Omaha, and I actually like their selection.
I never liked Dick Blick prices. Like, are they any more reasonable? Because it was like 5 million years ago since I was in one, and I'm sure they had to be competitive, right?
I feel like their prices are reasonable for the brands of materials they carry.
Oh, all right. All right.
Whether it's their own house brand or if it's the higher end artist brand, I feel like it's fairly reasonable.
That always was a good place to go for like specialty things I couldn't get anywhere else. But like I said, it's been a million years.
Yeah.
I don't think I've been in a Dick Blick since my kids were little. And we already mentioned that they're so old, I don't even remember how old they are. So that was many moons. Oh, so many moons ago.
Yeah, I need to find a opportunity to get up to Omaha to see how they're doing up there and do a little bit of a shopping spree up there or something at some point. But I know they usually don't do like scrapbooking type stuff. They're specifically an artist art store, not like a hobbyist art store, if that makes sense.
Yes, it does actually. It's just, I mean, that's really about what inventory you can expect to find. Okay, so this copper bit is going to make a high shawl around her dress. This part, oh, the tea bags. Goodness sakes, what a mess. The tea bags are going to make the inside collar. See, I probably should have put her dress on before I added her hair because now this is just turning out goofy. Oh, what do I know? I'm just winging it.
Kip, are you talking about Michaels or are you talking about Dick Blick? Oh, you're okay. Yeah,
Oh, gotcha.
yeah, ours has a decent selection of handmade paper and mulberry paper and stuff like that that you could use for like journal pages or journal covers. They have an actual like bookbinding section.
Weenies by the yard. Idri got weenies by the yard. Too funny. Too funny, lady. Okay. Okay, I changed my mind. I'm going to give her a high ruffle color with a mesh décolletage and then the shawl. Maybe that would be better. Like this. Ah! Yep, her head needs to be down farther. I mean, but seriously, how much taller could I have made her hair? How can I make this stay ruffled? I have to make the...
Is it a fabric material?
Yeah, it's a fabric ribbon. Just sew it, couldn't I?
Needle and thread.
Yeah.
And just pull it through the core and then tie a knot at either end and then just fiddle with it.
Okay.
Leave a little bit of extra slack so you can play with how thick the ripples will be in certain spots. And that, or you can use dabs of like hot glue or something.
Yeah, I'll sew it. That just sounds like the best idea, doesn't it? So
yeah, it make it more easily adjustable.
If I give her a high lace collar and then do a mesh under that, then she will have this for her overdress. Oh my gosh. This is ridiculous. I don't know about my behavior. Has anybody figured out the inspiration for this thing yet? Do you have any idea where I might have gotten all this weird idea from? I mean, it's not that weird. This is kind of what, paintbrushes look like sometimes when people do them. But I mean, for this doll and the hair and the dress.
For me, it's leaned towards Japanese geisha.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. That's completely wrong. Oh, I might be failing miserably. Oh, too funny. Okay. Okay. Well, then that's exactly what I meant to do.
What were you going for?
Sure, a blonde geisha. Why not? A black color lace or fabric for the collar portion. And the black handle will blend in. Yeah, absolutely. I could totally call it quits there, except I have to try to incorporate all that other stuff. So I have to try to, I mean, that's part of the challenge, right?
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Debbie, you're completely right. I could do a high black lace collar and put a matching gem from in it so it matches the head stuff. And I could call it done right there. I could just call it done. Unfortunately, for me,
there's more stuff to be used.
Yeah, I have to use as much of the stuff as I can in the challenge. And I mean, because since it's my challenge group, I mean, I should give it an old college try, right?
Right.
Even though I'm getting a little goofy here. Yeah, I need to figure out how to use all the other bits. So I have to incorporate this napkin and the copper stuff and this black chain and this piece of wire. Whatever else I want. This is actually my own edition, so I don't have to use that at all. What about?
I'm going to head out. I need to go eat something before heading to bed. I got to open in the morning, so I need to.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging out a while, Casey.
Yeah, definitely. All right. Bye, guys. Good seeing everyone.
Bye, Casey. I could use this chain to make a necklace for her. Maybe I do that to make the paintbrush blend in and then do her dress down farther. Of course it sticks to me. Of course it does. All right. So if I did that, I could do that. Oh, I've got to get going too. I guess I'll just end it here. Thanks for hanging out, guys. This will look better next time you see it. Absolutely promise. Thanks for keeping me company and for all the ideas. See you later, everyone.